Well, we're delayed. Yep, we're delayed. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this thing's acting funny. See if it's there. It might be working. It's still froze down at the bottom. See if anybody comes in here. Talk about the rules that it's going to be tomorrow for the game, for the giveaway. I would have been here earlier, but I had to work on that in this van. That thing's driving me nuts. I went to the junkyard, spent half the day there, didn't get no parts. Uh, uh, let me see if anybody's coming in. Hi, Travis. There's Miss. No, I went to the junkyard today, Travis, and I had a nightmare. On those 3.8 motors, for the bracket for the timing chain, holds the water pump, it holds the power steering, it holds the freaking air conditioning unit. It's all one unit, and you got to split that motor in two into the timing chain. And that thing was a pain. And I checked online about. Called the parts store first, and they said, "Oh, that's a dealer item." Called the dealer. They said they can't even get it. So I went to the junkyard, and only thing I could find there is a 3.3 motor. Didn't find no 3.8s, but I found one on line, and it started out at $500, and then it was the wrong one. And then I went to find another one. It was 275. Now I found one. It was 150. So that's better than uh it than 500. I don't know if I'm. It almost seems like I'm freezing up. I don't know why. Uh, but no, I just thought I'd come on to let everybody know the game starts tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Uh, I'll go over. Maybe Miss Blumen, if you want to come up, maybe talk to me so I know if I got to refresh or what I got to do. Now explain the rules. You gotta drop the link. Oh, I gotta drop the link. My chat's not even working. I don't know why. Like, nothing's working. I don't know why. I guess I'm just on too late. Past my bedtime. Well, I don't have to push on to break the screen. There it is. But there's the link if somebody wants to come up. But no, I'll go over the rules a little bit, and I'll watch the back room. But no, that band drove me crazy. Okay, we're starting a giveaway tomorrow on the 9th at 7. You'll get your choice of these cards. We got Pizza Hut, $25. Bath and Body, $25. We got Target, $25. And then we got a regular Visa card, $25. Okay, we're going to draw those. We're going to draw one card. Out there, you get your choice. And then I'm going to draw extra name. And you get one of these USB lights. It plugs in your computer. It'll help you save power. If you shut your lights off, you can run that USB light to your computer or any UV or any outlet. It's USB. Uh, But now I just wanted to go over the rules. Whoever's in here tomorrow night, they're automatically eligible to win the either their choice of these gift cards or one of the lights. We're going to draw two names, one for the gift card, one for the light. I'll show you guys, but you got to come in and just say hi, or you know, or stay in here, maybe have a conversation with us. I was gonna, here's my USB outlet, but now see, they're pretty bright and they bend around onto your computer. We're gonna give some of those away. Uh, but no, if somebody wants to come up, they're welcome to come up. Uh, I just, I said I'd be on, but I didn't know what time. Uh, I worked on that vehicle because Edna needs that vehicle real bad. But that was all day, and I still ain't even got it all the way tore apart. I took the alternator, the rest of the way off, found all it had more broken bolts in it, but that was all day job, and I didn't get nothing done. Uh, but no, I just wanted to tell everybody, let them know that this is going to kick off tomorrow night. I think it'll turn out really good. Ms. and them's got their getting their papers ready so they can mark everybody down while we're live tomorrow. And then the only thing they have to do is check the paper every night till we get to Friday night, and then we'll do the drawing. But yeah, I don't know how many people's in here, but and like, if you want to help somebody in your community, get one of these cards and give it to them. One of your friends might not be able to go out to eat very much. Maybe you'd want to give them this Pizza Hut card. Or maybe get your wife or your girlfriend something through Bath and Body, or maybe you want to order you some towels or something through there. You got Target, maybe you want to give it to somebody or whatever. You got Target. Visa card, you can take it and use it about anywhere. You can buy stuff online. But, if I don't get an address and a couple days after we do the drawing, I'm just going to have to take it and throw it back in if I can't get nobody's address. But if somebody it's in the chat knows your address, a lot of you guys got my phone number or my address. Huh? Oh, I can't see Don. But there's Don Ritchie. Hi, Don Ritchie. Yeah, I ain't been really. I wanted to come on earlier, but Edna needs that van real bad, so I've been working on it. And then I couldn't get parts for it. I was about ready to give up, and then I was like, "Man, I gotta find that part because I already got it on the car lift. If not, if I couldn't find the parts, I was gonna freaking." I already spent a bunch of money, bought a radiator and everything. I was just gonna say, heck with it, just look for another van. Because I had to split the block on the motor. But yeah, if I can get somebody up here, and then if I got to refresh, I'll refresh. But I can probably still refresh before anybody gets up here. But I was just wondering because it's the bottom part's froze, so I'm not sure if I'm clear or not. Especially in the back room, it seems like I'm froze. The chat ain't even running on my side. But we're getting ice and snow right now. I don't know what the weather's gonna be like, but yeah, I'm glad to see you and Travis in here, Don. How's the fishing going? I know Travis said you've been fishing. Heck, me and Edna like to go fishing. Heck, that'd be fun. We like catfishing. That's what we like. We like going catfishing in the summer. We like trying to get a hold of those big catfish. It's almost like, I don't know. We fish for some little fish, but we usually try to go for them big fish. But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know it's going to kick off tomorrow. Oh, there's Miss Blue Moon.
Hi, friends.
Hey, am I cutting out?
No, you're 5x5, but I came up here so that you could refresh if you wanted to.
Yeah, that would probably be the best thing because, like I said, nothing's working here, and that would probably be a good thing if I did.
Okay, do it.
Okay.
Okay, do it, Larry.
Oh, oh, boy, quit.
Welcome, everybody, to the Miss Blue Moon Show. Our guest tonight is going to be Larry P. He is talking about a community giveaway on the channel. Show up, put your name in the chat. You're automatically put in the drawing to get a free $25 gift card of your choice. Then all you have to do is be here Tuesday through Friday. Come in, say hello, put your name in the chat, let us know you're here, and you stay eligible for Friday night's drawing. But if you miss Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, you're automatically out. So tonight at Larry's farm, we have ice and snow. Going to be chances of black ice in the morning. We're not even sure if the schools are going to be shut down. Looky there, folks. There's our guest, Larry P. Back to you, Larry.
I think it's working now.
There's our guest, Larry P.
Hey, Miz, I don't need to be here.
I can hear you just fine now, Larry. You are
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, I can hear you better now. Everything seems like it's working. I'll redrop the link now.
Okay,
you
see the chat
you
and
was doing a
everything
good job.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for that. But like I said, you was talking about the gift card giveaway. They get their choice out of these gift cards, and then we're gonna give one of these lights away too for the second person. You know, everybody's got a computer or USB plug. They can plug that USB light in, and they when they're setting at their computer, they can plug it into a USB port on their computer, and they can shut the rest of the lights off and work on their computer.
That's very nice. That is a good gift right there. And for you folks out there that aren't real sure who I'm talking to tonight, I told you, my guest is Larry P. He is the Be About It man. He don't talk about it. He is about it. This is what community looks like, folks. Back to you, Larry.
I will drop the link. Okay, there's the link. But
Come on up here, Don Ritchie. Larry came on late tonight just for you because
Yeah, well,
the time he comes on is such an inconvenience. So we want you to hit that link and come on up here and tell us what you've been up to. We heard you've been out hunting and fishing.
yeah, he's been hunting hogs. Travis told me he's fishing now.
You reckon he's sitting on the bank of the river right now fishing with his phone in his hand, sitting there chatting in the chat with us?
Oh, he might be. He
He
could have
could
been
be.
with he could have been with us going through the junkyard, huh?
Oh my gosh, Larry, that was big fun. I want to go when I get there.
You know, it's like that Christine car. I swear she's in there.
Oh
That
my gosh,
car.
did you tell Edna about that?
No, I she knows there's a whole bunch of antique cars in there, but there's probably 50 of different antique cars. I'd love to see like somebody at restores cars and go in there and buy them all and see what they can make out of them. You'd have some rat rods out of them.
That would be interesting. When I get there, we need to put the trailer on the back of your truck so we can haul the four-wheeler out there. We ain't got to do all that walking.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. But if you decide you find something in that junkyard, they'll bring a big like skid loader out there and they lift the whole car up. It's a big excavator and they'll haul it clear out to the building, so you don't have to tote anything. But I have toted different things through that junkyard. It's bad enough when you have to drag your tools in a bucket.
Oh my goodness, that would be a job. That was a job walking around that thing all day. Excuse
Well,
me one moment, Larry. Don Ritchie, again. Larry came on late tonight because it's such an inconvenience to you the time we come on at 7. So hit the link, come up here and chat with him. Okay, back to you, Larry.
but no, I just think it's nice when you can go to the junkyard and get parts. There's a lot of parts. It's just like that motor part. Well, I've been looking forward to splitting that motor, and heck, I've been looking for 3 days, and I told Edna I'm about ready to give up, and then I kept looking and finally found it. So I found one, and it started at, well, I actually found three. One started at $500, that one was 300, and this one here's 150. So at least I found it finally after 3 days.
All in God's timing, Larry. You looked for it
Yeah,
3 days online. You spent the whole day at the junkyard, come in the house, sat down, and poof, found it. All in God's timing. God is good.
yeah, God is good. Uh, it's just like you said. I was going through the junkyard and there was a sharp fender sticking out, and I had practically a pair of brand new blue jeans, and I ripped the whole leg, and I was like, man, that was a brand new pair of blue jeans. And Miss was like, well, it could have cut off your leg. Well, I never noticed it, but there's a big scratch on my leg, so I guess it could have cut my leg off.
No, see, you always have to find the high side to every situation, or it'll get you down. But, folks, just so you know, Larry said he would have rather it cut his leg than rip his pants. I'm telling you, he was mad about his pants all day long.
Well, my leg would have healed up. My pants can't, but I guess I can buy a new pair of pants.
You can put a patch on them, Larry. What are they called? Those patches you lay down and run the iron over.
Yeah, them hot patches.
Yeah, you could put one of those over it.
Uh, Maybe I'll teach Edna how to sew.
But I'm telling you what, you can teach me the way you be sewing on that machine you've got.
Yeah,
It ain't nothing you can't sew.
yeah, you got that machine, you can send anything through that thing.
That's
Yeah,
for
that's
real,
pretty.
y'all, because Not only is Larry a fix-it man, there hasn't been nothing I've known him to come across he can't fix. But just so y'all know, he makes quilts too. I'm still waiting on mine in the mail, but he does make them. No joke.
Yeah, I just did that for fun, just to prove Edna I can sew.
He gets that machine going and then singing. It's
Yeah, I can
amazing.
sew, but no, Edna said she don't want to sit there that long. She'd rather just go to the store and buy something.
Yeah, because Edna's like me. If it takes very long, I don't want no part of it. It's like I get
Yeah,
bored. I like to keep moving.
well, that's like her band. She was getting to the point like me to say, heck with it. If it's going to cost that much to fix it, just go look for a whole nother band.
Yeah, after today, that did seem to be the easiest.
Yeah, because I was like, heck, a brand new engine. I can get a engine, but the thing is, it still don't come with that timing chain, that plate of metal. So that wouldn't do you no good. So I guess you'd have to buy a used engine plus a new engine. I don't know.
Right?
Because if you bought a new engine, all the parts don't come with it. It's only like what they call a short block. So you got to take everything off your old motor to put on there. So,
Right.
but
Excuse me,
no,
sorry.
it all worked out.
Hey,
Hi,
Lily
Lily
J.
J. Uh,
Okay, Dan, you are still in the chat, chatting, and not hitting that link.
but
I just don't even know
but
what to think. Oh, hi, Irvin.
but that's like I told Irvin hi.
Irvin needs the link.
I dropped the link. Let me see. I dropped it twice or three times. I'll drop it again.
And then can you still see the link in the chat?
Yeah, you gotta scroll up.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Come on, buttons.
I tell you one thing though, for sure, Larry. What's got me excited the most about going to the junkyard, I want to see that 57 Chevy.
You'd have to take a bunch of them and put them all together, but you could make one. Yeah, there's even black or a Buick, one of the real old curb topped ones there. And I was like, man, and there was even a couple old Ford pickups in there, like from the 65 and 70s in there. I was like, man, they got
I'll take the 65.
they got a lot of the old round square body. They were all round fenders, like 52 Fords and stuff. They had three or four of those. Uh, but yeah, they got a lot of different parts. If you just knowed how to weld and uh, be able to redo old. Oh, there's Irvin.
Aw, Lily said her hubby and boys are heavy Chevy boys. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I like Chevy, but the way they're building Chevy now, I think Dodge has got them beat up.
Okay. Hi, Irvin.
Hello, Miss Blue Moon. Hello, Larry.
Hi. Yeah, sorry about coming on late, but I told everybody I'd be on. I said, well, I better at least go on. I was at the junkyard all day and working on Edna's car. I was about ready to give up on it. But,
Well, if you quit breaking bolts, it wouldn't be so hard.
well, we only had one bolt broke off, and one ear broke off of it. And the time I took the motor mount off, and with that cast aluminum after it gets corroded, I ended up breaking another one off, but it was one that I could get out real easy. And then when I got down to the rest of the alternator, why the other ear broke off is because the bolts broke off into the block of the motor. But I can get that one out, I think, pretty easy too. But yeah, that's why the belt flew off, is because the alternator bolts broke. I don't know what made them break. But you know that aluminum, after it starts turning white, it's hard to get bolts out.
Yes, it is.
That cast aluminum.
You got to get
pardon
Edna
me,
out there
fellas.
filming them.
Pardon me,
Gotta get it.
fellas.
What I got to get Edna to do?
But go ahead and let Miss Blue Moon go.
Okay.
Thank you, Irvin. All I'm trying to say is, you guys take over. I'm going back down to chat.
Oh no, you're not
And
allowed.
Larry- Oh, please, Irvin.
No, not allowed.
Larry, you be sure and tell Irvin about Christine, how she scared you in the junkyard today.
Oh yeah, if she would have came, if it would have started up and started moving, I would have been up on top of them cars.
Oh, you seen the car like that?
Yeah, I took pictures of it. Yeah, I took pictures of it. It's got trees and stuff growing up around them. It's probably 4 and 5 inches big around. I said, it's
Okay,
just,
Larry, that's why they make easy out. It's
Yeah.
not that simple, Don.
Yeah, Don, I took the easy out and I snapped them off because it's in there so hard. I had to go buy a whole nother set. Yeah, I've ended up snapping easy out off, and then I started drilling it all the way through. And then after I got it all the way through, I went to easy out it again, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got it out." And then when I started turning it, getting it out, the whole rest of the ear was so corroded it just fell off. So that's why I had to tear it all the way down now.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh well.
Yeah.
Things
But
happen.
yeah, but I found the part today to fix it, so maybe, you know, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
And-
well.
But that's like, sometimes it's like if you got a car broke down, it's easier just to order off of eBay instead of running through the junkyard.
I never
You know-
ordered stuff off eBay.
I've always had I had real good recess with working with eBay. I've worked with Amazon and stuff like that. I never really have any luck, but with eBay, dealing with other people and different companies, I can save a lot of money working with them. That's like this belt. It's $60 to $50 at the auto store. I got it on there for like $18.
Wow.
I got a brand new radiator here in this box. At the auto store, it was $349. Got it online for I think it was like $85 or $75, and it's brand new.
Wow.
But no, I get a lot of my car parts off of there. It's like I did some master cylinders, and it was cheaper for me just to order it online. I might have to wait a day or two, but sometimes at the auto store, I gotta wait a day or two.
The Murphy should have hit it with some WD-40 and let it sit for a while. Don said.
Oh, we definitely, but it's like after I sprayed it with WD, it still didn't come out. And then I got a squirt bottle. It's got real thin transmission fluid on it, and I started spraying it on there, and that transmission fluid made it come out. Yeah, the transmission fluid seemed like it worked better than the WD.
Well, my nephew works on lawnmowers down in Florida, and he uses some kind of penetrating oil. It's not WD-40 though; it was something else that you
Right.
buy in a store. It worked really good for him.
It probably PV Blaster.
Yeah,
Might
that's it.
be.
Yep, that's exactly
Uh,
right.
But I've used that too. But that's like that spring when I worked on that Jeep. Heck, I worked on that thing all day to get that bolt out of that frame of that thing, because the nut was welded into the body, and I worked on it all day. And Dad kept saying, "You're gonna bust that bar pretty soon." And then I went in there and I said, well, maybe I should take and make a socket and put it on a bigger ratchet. And heck, I was already up to almost an inch ratchet. I was like,
Well,
man, that thing's gonna have to let loose pretty soon.
you didn't have a long enough bar on that ratchet.
Oh yeah, I did. Edna's dad was flipping out about it. He said you couldn't get any longer bar, could you? He thought it was going to snap off and the other half go across the basement. And I was like, oh, it'll be fine. It was a creeping, but it came out. And when I put it back in there, I took the electric wire brush and I wired it for a good while, and it went right back in real easy.
When
But I
Sears,
got,
go ahead.
but no, I got it all done. Now I just got to get this van fixed. But
Well,
I'll
that's
get it.
good.
So
When
how's your day going?
I'm pretty good. I didn't do nothing today. It's raining here hard. I wanted to go do laundry, and me and the dogs just sat around and slept, and that's all we did all day.
uh, is it snow and ice and rain there?
No, it's just rain. It's up in the 40s.
Oh, well, it's snowing. It was snowing here. It's like 31 degrees, I think.
Well, you can keep it out there.
Yeah, but I'd rather see freezing weather instead of rain and snow, or like making it muddy. I don't like when it's muddy. It's hard for me to even get around.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But no, I just thought I'd come on here and let everybody know about the cards. And after I get done, hi Tina P. But after I get uh done with this, I'll put it in the community. I should have worked on it last night, but I got busy. But I think there's a lot of people tells one of the word of mouth gets around pretty fast.
Yeah, it sure does. Hello, Tina P.
But yeah, I don't know if Tina was in here last night, but I can show her the giveaway we're doing.
Yeah, I didn't see her in last night, so go ahead and give her the rundown. And Dawn, too.
Yeah, I'll let Dawn and Tina P. Okay, guys, we got 4 gift cards, 1 Visa, $25, a Target card, $25, Bath and Body, $25, and a Pizza Hut, $25. We're going to do a drawing on Friday, and as long as you come in the chat and either say hi or something, long as you're in here all week long, you have a choice to win your choice. You can pick whatever one you want, and then after we do that, we're going to give one of these lights away. It plugs in USB, and the only thing you gotta do is just come in here and chat one time, but you gotta be in here from Monday to Friday, and it starts tomorrow. But we'll take and show everybody's name going into the clear container, and then we'll cut them out. We'll throw them in there, but if you miss a day, your name comes out of the drawing. So it'll work pretty good. I think we're going to draw 2 names out of there,
It
but
starts tomorrow. Should be there all week.
yeah, it starts tomorrow, and it's just somebody in our community will get something. Everybody wants to maybe go out to eat or go to Target or get their girlfriend or wife something from Bath and Body, or, you know, take the Visa card. You can shop online. Like Irvin said, he don't shop off of eBay, but you know, he can go on there and look at stuff on there, and he can be like, well, heck, I can get 5 or 6 things with this card on there, and you know, there's a lot of things on there, and you know, Miss Blue Moon, she uh she gave us the lights to do a review on, and that's like, you can get, if you win this Visa card, you can go on there and get 3 or 4 of them lights, you know, with that. You know, if the power goes off, they charge by solar. Plus, you can charge your phone. You might want to save that card and buy something like that on eBay.
Don, that would be very nice of you, and you can give the card to anybody if you want. You don't have to keep it yourself. You can give it to anybody in your community. You can give it. You do what you want with it. That's your card if you win.
But that's like Time was in. He said if he wins, he's going to give it to Alicia. You know, that's a nice idea too. You know, and you know, like I told him, if he was wanting to do that, I'll do a video and let her just pick the one that she wants. You know, her favorite place. I know what she would pick. She'd pick Pizza Hut because that's her favorite place, and she don't get to go there very often.
Yeah, that's what Don was saying. He made that comment in the comments. That's why I said that. That's what he said
Yeah.
about giving it to our angel. Very nice of you, Don.
But yeah, that's what I said. You know, we could do a lot of nice things with that, with a lot of these cards. And, you know, heck, with that $25, you know, you could decide to get something off the line and then bring it back on here and give it away again. You know, there's a lot of things that we can do with that. Uh, Or you can just buy something on there, get 2 or 3 of them, and we can do a giveaway again to somebody else that might help somebody else.
Yes. Yes.
But there's a lot of things, you know, it might be only $100, but like the time we get done, but that $100, we can spread it out to help a lot of different people.
Larry, Tina P's asking what time the shows are going to be on all week.
7 o'clock.
That would be Eastern Standard Time, Tina P. So that would be 4 o'clock left coast time. That's our time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be 7 o'clock. So
Eastern.
yeah, Eastern.
4 o'clock her time.
It'll be 4 o'clock her time. I definitely want to run a whole hour, you know, to give people a chance to play. You know, I definitely want to be on long enough so everybody will get a chance to play.
Right.
But if we stay on like we did last night, almost 2.5, 3 hours, that's good too, you know. But so anything going on in the news today, Irvin?
I saw they're having big riots down in Brazil today. They're storming the Capitol and stuff.
Well, Miss Blue Moon was telling me something about Mexico again. It was stuff on fire again, I thought.
Yeah, I didn't read. I saw something about they're going after the cartels down there or something. I didn't really get onto that. I was watching some stuff from Brazil. I can't think of the other country they were having problems in. Oh, China. They're over rioting in China again.
Oh yeah, but that, you know, I seen a big write-up today. They was saying they're going to try to put the American people back what they was in 2 years ago, but this time it's going to be with the money currency. they're going to say don't touch that green money or any kind of cash because it's going to have the virus on it. And if you touch it, you'll get it. So that's another way that they can bring this new currency in to where it's going to work. I said it's hard to tell.
Well, I was listening to a couple guys talking, and they were saying about they did the unlocking over there in China, and everybody's leaving, so they're trying to spread the thing around the world again.
But you know what? It don't make sense to me, and I probably shouldn't even talk about it. But anyway, when I do some looking on it, that was supposed to be the most worst place to get it, and that people was falling down and stuff. But when you look it up, it only says 5,500 and some is all they've lost. But if you look in the United States up, it's 1,000,000.1 or something like that.
Yeah, but the United States was putting down that for everything. Somebody here was in a motorcycle accident.
Oh, I know that, but it's just funny how when you look it up, it says since it kicked off in 2022, and then you ask how many passed away, and it'll say 5,000 and some. And then when you do that for the United States, it says like 1,000,000.1 or something like that.
Right. Do you watch the show Redacted at all on YouTube?
Redacted? No.
Yeah, you got to look that up and subscribe to them. They're two people that used to be involved with mainstream media, and they got their own show now. They've been talking about the thing that we didn't get. A lot of us didn't get. They are putting out a lot of information on that. Yep.
But yeah, I've been looking different things up when I get bored and driving Edna nuts with my guitar. And I should say, well, you need to quiet that thing up.
Well, she needs to make videos of you.
Oh, she I tried to upgrade that right-handed guitar, and it don't work very good. And the other day I got mad and I ordered me a brand new left-handed guitar. Yeah, Edna was going to cut the string. She said 1 minute it sounds really good, and next minute it sounds awful. I was like, it'll be fine.
Lily J said she watches Redacted. She watches them too. It's a good show. They put on a good show.
Yeah,
I've already got it.
Edna probably watches them too. That's one thing. The stuff that I see Lily's watching, usually Edna's already watching that.
Yeah.
But that's like.
Go ahead.
But that's like, I'll be out in the field or in the barn just waiting for a cow to come. I'll be sitting there looking at some of these different movies or shows that's coming out, and I'll sit there and watch it. And then I'll come in and Edna will be like, oh, check this new movie out. I was like, oh, I already seen it. And it just makes her so mad. I go, I seen that.
Well, Larry, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to say, okay, honey, let's sit down and watch it.
But, that's like Miss Blue Moon. She'll say, did you watch that person's show? And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I already watched it. She goes, why ain't you talking about it? I said, well, it didn't interest me. She goes, why didn't you tell anybody you watched it? I said, I don't know. But I watched it a lot.
I think Miss Blue Moon wants to do a dating site on here, on your channel some night.
No,
I thought I heard that. I thought I read that in the chat somewhere. Miss Blue Moon wants to do a dating site.
Hi, Blackwatch. To let you know, Blackwatch, we're going to do a giveaway tomorrow, and we're going to give away a card every week, and you get a choice between Bath and Body, Target, Pizza Hut, and a Visa card, and they all got $25 on them. But we gotta have your guys' address, or unless you guys want to give it to Alicia or whatever you want to do with it.
You gotta be here every night.
But you got to come in the chat so we know you're there, and then you're automatically in the drawing. And then we're gonna give away these USB lights.
But you can't miss a night.
You can plug them in your computer while you're working on your computer if you want to work with the lights off.
Somebody's gotta be here every night.
But that's just to let you know what we're doing over here.
But you can't miss a night being in here.
Yeah, you just got to be here tomorrow to Friday. You just come in and tell us hi or tell us something. Or you can come up on the panel. It don't matter. Me and Irvin allows everybody to come up here.
That's right. The more the merrier.
Yeah, might give us something interesting to talk about. That's like, the other night when we was on the phone, Irvin, you was telling me about you was in the candy business, working at the candy factories and stuff. I thought that would be pretty interesting to work in a candy factory.
Well, I just worked in the warehouse. I didn't get the help over to Candy Factory. I worked in the warehouse. We had a big warehouse, huge warehouse, and we stored all M&M Mars products, which is called Natural Foods now.
Edna said she'd like to have a job there.
Well, yeah, for about a week.
She always gets. She loves candy. She can eat candy all day long.
Yeah, until you eat it every day for a week.
She still says she would eat it.
Yep.
She said she wouldn't get old of candy. But that's like making donuts. That gets old real quick too.
Yes, it does. Cooking and doing anything. Look at the mechanics. They work on everybody else's car all week, but they don't want to work on their own.
Yep.
Blackwatch said his official taste tester for Reese's.
Yeah, I like Reese's too.
Yeah, that's a Hershey product's better anyway. I like Hershey better than Mars.
Yeah. There's a lot of good candy out there, but that's like you were saying, they had licorice here. I like every kind of licorice, but I don't like black licorice.
And that's the best kind.
And you're telling me when it's fresh, it even tastes better.
Oh yeah. I lived 30 miles from the Hershey plant. I lived 10 miles from the Mars plant, one of the Mars plants. I lived 10 miles away from Twizzler's licorice plant. And I can't think of the little one that used to be in Mount Joy, PA, Pennsylvania. There used to be a little chocolate candy factory in Mount Joy, PA. So we had a lot of candy around us.
Yeah. It's just amazing how much there's a lot of people buys candy, They have always, especially like older people, Edna's dad, he always gets candy for the kids and different things and has it up at the house. They know he's got it too. Even Edna knows he's got candy. She'll be like, Dad, I need some candy.
Yeah.
The worse the economy gets, the more candy they sell.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
That's like them coffee worth things. I like those. They got a lot of different flavors to those.
Right.
Yeah, they got strawberry and I don't know, they got even apple worse now. The caramel with the apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the store a couple weeks ago, and Michael and them was wanting some different candies to take when we went hunting, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know they made those in apple," but they was really good. But that's like the Reese eggs and uh eggs they put out during Easter. Our stores here, they'll get them and they'll have competitions who can sell the most of them. They sell a bunch of them.
I like around Easter time when everybody makes their homemade peanut butter eggs.
Yeah. Uh, what was that other stuff? The hardtack candy and what was the other one? Peanut brittle? Peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle.
Yeah. Uh, I like peanut brittle. There's a lot of old fashioned candy, Edna and them makes, and it's good. Yes, it takes a lot of time.
I like the saltwater taffy also.
Yeah, that's good. But I don't know if Dawn wants to come up. Oh, Dawn is there.
Well,
Hey, sorry about that, Dawn. If I can get you in there. Sorry about that, Dawn.
No worries. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
There's
Go
so much
ahead.
going on, guys. I don't know if you and I don't want to interrupt Erwin, but I'll wait and then share some information with you if you want.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead,
go
Don.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
You're
Don.
coming in. You're
Okay.
clear.
Amazingly. Well, the information I got is our commander in chief, President Trump, through three different sources. Okay, it wasn't just one, it was three. So I kind of confirm it on that. Made a phone call on the 15th vote to Matt Gaetz,
yes.
and they got many things. Term limit, I can't remember them all. I didn't write them down. Confirmed to get McCarthy in, and he had to comply.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how, with Chip Roy, I know Chip Roy, Matt Gaetz, the really good people that we know, all made a demand of him. And he can be voted out if he doesn't stand with it at any time. So our commander in chief is acting Speaker of the House at this time. Not in placement, but in what's the word? But in actuality. I can't find the word for it. So that's what happened on the 15th vote. That was confirmed by Juan O'Sullivan, I think Nino, and there was one more, I think Charlie Ward too. So that's just a bit of information. So things are happening. Yeah, they put him in, but with stipulations to pass some really good actions. As far as, I think the best one is term limitations, and they took control of our Senate, Congress, whatever you want to call it. It's a beautiful thing, and that's a step that needed to happen. Hold on, I got to let Chewbacca out. Actually, both of them.
But
That's a
no,
step go ahead.
But no, I agree with you. We need term limits. That's definitely, But that only question I had about that. Okay, how long can a speaker stay? How long can a speaker stay in? Do they
As
got?
long as their party's in power.
Oh, because I
At
didn't
this time.
know. I didn't know if they could stay in for like 4 years or 6 years or.
No, no. As long as their party is in power, they can stay in for. Not anymore. That's my point.
Hi, Devil Dog.
Devil Dog.
Oh, Devil
But
Dog. Cool.
but
Hey,
no,
Dad.
I didn't know how long they could stay in there. I thought they could stay in there as long as they get voted in.
Well,
Don,
that's changed.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose wasn't one of the guys running a Democrat? Suppose they get enough Republicans to vote for a Democrat for Speaker of the House.
No, it's from what I understand constitutionally is that the party in power will have the Speaker of the House. That's what I understand. I may be wrong. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's got to be. In fact, a Democrat, if you watch some of those hearings, I can't remember his name. Damn, I wish I could remember where he was from, and it would come. But he nominated Hearns, okay, which was a Republican. He was a Democrat. So there was. If you guys watched any of it, I didn't watch a lot of it because I knew it was happening.
I watched
Go
a
ahead.
good bit of it, and that's like the day when on the 15th vote when they had King Jeffrey up there and he was supposed to give the gavel over. I think he was kind of rude. I think, he was saying a speech like for 2024 like he was going to run. He almost sounded like Barack Obama.
It's all a movie.
Well, how can they give? Cause now I heard them voting for Trump. I heard Gates nominating Trump.
Yes,
And
but
they
he
voted-
didn't get any votes.
He got
That I
2
saw.
or 3. That I saw, he got 2 or 3 in the one round I watched.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. I was
And
busy.
then, but that's why I said, they say just like me or you, Speaker of the House, anybody can be Speaker, the way I understood.
Okay, well, when you're in control, Speaker of the House goes to a party that is in control. That's what my understanding. I may be wrong. I'm not going to say I'm 100% right, but that's my understanding. So if you're a Democrat and you're in control of the House of Representatives, a Democrat will be elected to Speaker of the House. That's what's so important about the vote. So, and you can't bring, just me reading the Constitution, which I read all the time, they can't nominate a Democrat to be Speaker of the House when a Republican majority is in power, if that makes sense. Now, I may be wrong. I swear to you, I don't know that for an absolute fact, but that's why Pelosi was, in control when she was.
But, that's like Edna said, well, Pelosi's supposed to hand that to him. And I was like, well, I don't think so, because King Jeffrey, he's the main Democrat for the Democrat class. He's like the main guy.
Okay, hold on a
Jeffries
second.
is not, he's a Republican.
Hold on, Don and Larry. Hold on. Devil Dog put in the chat, any American can be Speaker of the House.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Devil Dog.
Because
Thank you, Devil Dog.
I was going to call them up and tell them get their shit together. I'm going to have to get a flight to D.C.
I'll meet you there.
Pick up Travis's mom.
Yeah, I said it's a wonder somebody didn't tell them and say, well, they need to get their shit together, because if they can't find anybody, I'm going down the run.
Well, I don't know if you watch what's his name, the medic dude, and then Nancy Drew. There's nobody there.
Yeah, I watch her. They call her
Yeah.
Kelly Brady now.
Well, I don't know her name. You know, that's no.
Well, that's what I call her, is Nancy Drew. And Edna's like, her name's not that. It's
It was.
Kelly Brady.
It was.
But
She's
it don't
got a
matter.
lot more resources than I have on her, but like I say, DC is a ghost town. Federal Reserve closed. IRS closed. All of it is closed. It's happening. And these people that are spreading fear porn that don't look at stuff that, you know, I know you guys do, I know Lily does, have no freaking clue on what's happening. It's going to come apart a piece at a time. You can't do it all at once, or the American people can't fathom the. Okay, I know this is not a word. The wholeality of what's really happening. The holyality of what's happening. God taking control of this country again. My opinion.
But no, me and Edna was sitting here arguing about it, and I was like, well, I don't think Pelosi, you know, that day was supposed to be her last day. So, and then I think I was talking to Miz, and Miz like, well, ain't she gonna be there or like to the end of the year? And I was like, no, she's done, I think now.
She stepped down from what I understand, and now I didn't watch it all, okay, because it was pretty boring. But they never showed her voting, and she voted for
No.
Jeffries. I know a couple times. I didn't watch it all because that would be like wasting a ton of my time. But they never showed her voting that I saw. Maybe some of y'all did, but to me, it didn't happen.
Well, they just called their names. That's all they did. And I heard that the last night, the very last vote, there was 2 people that had permission not to be there, and they were called in. From what my brother was telling me yesterday, that they actually
Who were they?
One was having a baby.
Who were they, Erwin?
I don't know. My brother said there was 2 of them that had to be called in.
Yeah, because they're already gone. One of them was Nancy Pelosi. I didn't see her at all.
I did.
Oh, okay. Saw her double because she's toast. She's worm dirt.
Lily J, I heard that she's going to be an ambassador to Italy. Uh-oh. Is the echo back?
If it's me, I'll drop off. Tell me, Larry. Can't hear you, Larry.
Nope. Edna, tell Larry we can't hear him.
No. No, I muted to see if it was me.
Well, is it me, Larry? I'll drop off and
No, it's clear now.
Oh, okay.
So how did the fishing?
Yeah, Don, drop off and come back on.
Okay, thank you.
I was going to say I might have to.
No, I turned my mic off too, Larry, and it wasn't echoing then. Don's good for a little while, and it starts echoing on him.
Well, you know, that's like me and Miss Blue Moon was trying to figure that out. And okay, when she would go refresh and then I refresh, we both do it, it'll come back clear for a while till we let the next person up on, and then we got to do the same thing.
Okay. Are you gonna let Don back up on? Is he in the back?
No, I was going to drop the link for him.
Yeah, do that so he can come back up on. I like listening to Don. He's got some good information.
Well, I'd like to know if he caught any fish or what he did for hog hunting. He said he's been hog hunting.
Well, you don't catch fish hog hunting.
Look back.
See
if he wants on panel.
Well, he's doing both, Urban.
Oh. Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. I was looking at them pictures that Edna put online. There you go. He said he's back, Larry. Look and see if he's in the back.
Okay, hold on. I'm dropping another link. It should be up there now. Okay. Nope, he ain't back here.
Okay, the link just came up. What for boat do you have?
What kind of boat? I got a game boat. Hold on. I got what they call a game fishing boat.
Oh, okay.
You can put 2 people can really have a good time on there. 4 can have a pretty good time, but 2 really works nice. And we've had 5 on it before, but it starts getting crowded. But I know I got 4 big kids, and well, I usually take me and my son, my daughter, and my son's girlfriend, and plus all our tackle on there. And that's probably close to 1,600 pounds on there. Might be a little more, I'm not sure. At least 1,600 pounds. But we got a little motor on there. I think it's a 3-horse, and then we got a big trolling motor on the front. We can go through real shallow water, about a foot, 11 inches deep, with all that weight on there. It goes really good.
See if Don's in the back.
He ain't in there, see?
That sounds like a nice boat. I know it looked pretty nice. So you got any catfish out there where you fish?
Oh yeah. I'll have to find the pictures. Me and one of my friends went at night, and we go by the the power plants, and where there's hot water and cold water coming in. And one night I left Edna at home, and I was like, "Oh man, so and so's going fishing for a little while. We're going to do a little bit of night fishing." And she goes, "Well, I got stuff to do." She said, "I wish I could go." But anyway, we went fishing. We came in about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we brought the fish, and they was about big as Edna. And she's like, "Oh, you guys just might as well turn around, because we're going back up there." So we went back up there, and we stayed the rest of the night fishing. And I couldn't believe when we got back there, we caught big fish all night long, like 36 and 48 inches long. I mean, all night long.
What kind of boat is it? Can people know?
It's a game boat. Like something like a bass boat, but it's more like for trout and maybe catfishing. I mean, a 9-horse engine is the biggest you can put on the back.
So what size is it? Is like a
14 foot.
Oh, it's a 1448 or something like that?
Yeah, it's 14 by like 5 or 6 wide. I got a in the middle from like where you stand at, where the seats are. You got a full sheet. You got a full sheet of 4 feet down and laying into the floor.
Okay.
And then from 4 feet, it goes out to like 5 or 6 feet.
Okay. Because
and it's flat bottom like halfway, and then when you get to the nose where the piece you can stand out on, it's got a V out there.
yeah, it's semi V.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
yep.
the V don't go all the way down the boat.
No, it's called a semi V. Yeah, yeah. Because
But
I used to fish out of a 18-foot long, 87-inch beam boat. That was a huge one. Before I went to my pontoon boat.
Oh, I want a pontoon boat.
you know, that's what I was gonna get is a big pontoon, and I was like, well, and the thing is, I got that boat on the back of my big truck, and the boat's actually pretty light compared to that, hooking it up to that diesel. That diesel just, I mean, it don't even know it's back there, but with that 8-foot bed, because it's got a flatbed on it and it's made out of steel, but when you backing that little boat up on that big truck, it just makes it very hard.
Well, yeah. The smaller the boat, the harder it is to back. The smaller the trailer.
Yeah, it makes it too hard. Now I took the Ford Ranger and hooked it to it, and it would pull it really well. But that big 1-ton, it pulls it fine, but when you go to back it in, the trailer wants to turn all the time.
Yeah.
Because
Well, see, I sold that boat, and then I went to because with my arthritis and stuff, it just was too hard for me to do that boat. So I moved up to a pontoon. I have right now, I have a 24-foot long, 8-foot wide pontoon. If you buy one, don't buy a new one or one that's all decked out with all the seats if you want to use it for fishing. I bought one that it was just, they called it the barge. That's what my buddies called it. Because you took lawn chairs and you sat in them.
yeah,
And it made it beautiful for fishing.
my friend Terry, he's gone now.
He said he's back for 5 minutes. He jumped out.
He ain't back here. I got it on there, see? But anyway, my friend Terry, he would, in the summertime, he'd call us, and he owned a tackle bait place. But anyway, he had one. It had two 9.9s on it, plus it had trolling. And he took us on that pontoon, and there was nothing like for fishing. I mean, it was so comfortable. I mean, it had the fish finder. Now, my boat's got the fish finder and stuff on it,
He wasn't back for 5 minutes.
but no, a pontoon's just totally different to fish off of.
Yeah, they're a lot nicer. You can get up, walk around. We took we went out night fishing. We took out a barbecue grill. We cooked hot dogs and hamburgers out there. We slept on it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice on a pontoon. If you want to like family time, enjoy your time out there. It's like, okay, when I first got my boat, I had 4 of us on there. Like I said, we had it weighed down pretty hard, and we ran beside some of them big long barges, but we hit 4 of them at one time. And a bunch of my older kids was like, man, I don't feel very safe in here being by them big barges. Because them big barges they move the water pretty good.
Go ahead and see. Is Don back here yet? He says, tell Larry.
No.
He said, give him another link then, because you're not getting it.
Yeah. I got the main back room popped up. Yeah, I wanted to let Susie know what we was doing. I'll talk to her as soon as I drop this link.
Okay. Hello, Susie. Glad you can come over.
Is it, is it
Miss
gonna
Bloomer.
work?
Didn't show up yet.
I'm hitting it.
Well, don't hit it so hard.
There it is, isn't it?
Not yet.
What's the deal? There it is. Ah,
Edna, go over and show him how to do that, please.
Man,
some nights you can do it, and it just by touching it, it's like when I grab the link, it don't even pop up. There it is.
Grab it.
grab it, Dawn. Tell them to grab it.
Grab it as it goes floating by. Yeah, I love fishing. I've been out here. I'm going on my 4th year out here, and I haven't even got a line in the water yet. Uh-oh. We lost Larry now. Hold up, Don. Wait till Larry comes back. Edna must have pushed him too hard. Yeah, Susie, I agree with you. Grab it with both hands, Dawn. Okay, Edna, I'll try. What'd you do to him? What'd you do to poor Larry? You worked him too hard today? He didn't fall asleep, did he? So someday when I'm in town, I'm gonna try to be in town early when Larry comes on, and I'll show you a live of the surroundings out here. There he is. Well, I see him, but I don't hear him. The surroundings out here. There, I hear him. There he is.
It just got rid of me.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, now it's
That
echoing.
probably work. Let it catch up. Is it working now?
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, no echo.
Okay. But I was going to tell Susie what we're doing. We're giving away $25 gift cards starting tomorrow. We're going to give away a Visa card, $25. But we're going to draw a name on Friday. You just get a choice of these: Target, Pizza Hut, and Bath and Body. And then we're going to do another drawing, and we're going to give one of these UBS USB lights away. But we got to see you in the chat, or you can give it to somebody else in the community.
She'll be in there Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Don't miss a day.
Long as we see you in the chat, you'll be eligible for the drawing.
See if Dawn's in the back.
Okay. No?
Thank you. No?
No, I got the back room popped up here, and it's just me and you.
Okay. Wow. I wonder what's going on there.
Oh no.
Try it again, Dawn.
Hold on. I'll try to drop it again if it's going to work.
Well,
Nope, it ain't even going to work.
don't kick yourself off this time.
I ain't trying to.
Way will work.
It's working now. Right there it is.
Yep, there it popped up. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't even have to hit it. Okay, let me go back to the back room again. Nope, just me and Urban.
Yep.
But no, I know Dawn, he was saying,
No, Richie, line 17.
yeah, line 17, Dawn Ritchie. I told Miss she's gonna be line 27. Dawn Ritchie's gonna be line 17. So we all gotta pick our own line.
I'm going to try to stay in town one of these days when you come on, probably this week when you come on live, and then I'll show you a picture of our town live, or what we see here.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. If I got service and go live, and the only thing is I could go live, but it's like with this platform, I can't turn my camera around.
Well, you should. There's 3 dots down at the bottom. Well, this one says extra camera.
Yeah, my daughter and my son was trying to help me, and they was like, "Well, I don't think his platform offers it, but if I go to the other platform, it'll turn my camera around, but I can't drop a link in the other platform to let anybody up." Oh, there's Don Ritchie, but Irvin's gone.
Where's Urban at?
Oh no, Irvin crashed this time.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good, but
Okay.
Irvin's gone now.
Oh man,
Yeah, Irvin's gone now.
I was up. I don't know how many times, and I don't know what happened.
You wasn't
I
showing up
changed
here.
my deal from Don O'Sullivan to Don Ritchie, so they, if YouTube is doing their goofy stuff, so they're gonna have to find out it's me again. When I was talking about all what was happening with the Speaker of the House thing, that's when I got smashed. I kind of know what's up, but anyway, how are you good people tonight?
I'm good as long as I'm going to quit pushing buttons.
Yeah.
And this Zimmerman was ragging me. I love messing with her.
Yeah. Well, another thing probably don't help mine, Irvin, working better. I was working on vehicles and stuff, and I was touching my phone. I should have cleaned my screen real good.
Yeah, and maybe you got some grease on your fingertip too.
Well, I already took a shower, but I'm saying my screen's got fingerprints all over it.
Oh, well, that don't help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
hey,
go ahead.
did you have any luck hog hunting and fishing?
Got a little one, a good eating size. Killed a humongous Russian. I mean, wait till you see I'll have to send you pictures. I mean, the tusk on this guy it was pretty close to, the hogs down here are mixed with wild hogs and Russian hogs. This dude had, 6 to 7 inch top and bottom. You know, the canines. You know, kind of
Yeah.
like on a dog.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, we took him to the train station. If you ever watch Yellowstone, we have a place where we feed the coyotes, and well, the other hogs eat them too. You know, we didn't want to
Yeah.
eat it because it was a nasty. You know, a male hogs are not any good. You know, to
Right.
eat that are big. This guy,
Mine-
we're gonna. I'll probably do a skull mount, and yeah, he's in the train station right now. Uh, Hopefully everybody's chewing on it, and then we'll just take the head and do a European mount on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hi,
Bleach it
Freedom
out.
Pop.
I'm sorry.
I was telling Freedom Pop hi.
Oh, okay. But anyway, and then got a. I think it. My son took it in because I had to leave. It's probably about an 80-pound hog, you know. And so I was in the blind with my grandson, and you know, I don't care about killing anything, but man, he was so excited. Um, so that was shot, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doe season. I gotta buy another freezer because my
Ain't
shit is
your guys' deer season's over, ain't it?
no doe season's up right now.
Oh, because I know that all ours is done. The only thing we can hunt with is our crossbows or regular bows.
No, well on our place in Rock Springs, you can hunt exotics all year round. That's what's so beautiful about Rock Springs area, and they're you know, it's the most beautiful country. It's where the hill country meets West Texas, and Rock Springs. We're not in Rock Springs, but we're around Rock Springs. It's so beautiful. You go through the Edwards Plateau, going to the place from I-10 out to Kerrville, and then take a left. And oh my goodness, it's just beautiful, beautiful,
The only
beautiful.
thing is, if you get any animals down there when it's warm like that, you'd have to hurry up and work them up because they would go bad real fast.
Well, I'll tell you this: we have a freezer, okay, and we always bring plenty of ice for the travel time in case we stay there a couple days. And so we feel we do the right thing, gut it, and do all that fun stuff. And then we fill the cavity full of ice. So, or we may even uh, quarter it, skin it, and all that kind of stuff. So it's all absolutely done right, you know. And hogs are really good. Wild hogs are really good, but you don't want those boars. You know
You
what I'm saying?
know, we got the big Cabela's up at on it's I think it's 240 or 270 or something like that. But anyway, you can go into their shop and you can get any kind of meat you want, like any kind of wild meat. You get snake,
Yeah.
hog, buffalo. But anyway,
Right.
I got the pig up there, the wild boar. You know, I didn't really like it. I thought it was good. I ain't saying it was bad, but it was very greasy, I thought.
Well, that's why I'm saying you got to look. If you don't know the poundage of female wild pigs are pretty good up to 150, 160 pounds to eat. Wild boars, males, you don't want one over 100 pounds because they're very nasty. Okay. So you got to know what you're buying, for one. Number two, um, you just got to be careful and know your processor and things like that. Just like those, we got 2 weeks of doe season, and I'm probably gonna have because I'm being prepared, Larry.
Yeah.
as all of us are. I'm probably going to have to buy me a smaller freezer because I'm full to the top from last year, and I'm getting a solar panel to run those. My 3 refrigerators with freezers and 1 freezer, and just I want to be able to share, for people that don't have meat, because meat is absolutely stupid right now. I think
Oh, yeah.
Irwin shared that. I mean, we're talking a plate of pancakes that used to be what, $4. 3 pancakes and eggs and bacon. It's now like
And
$9.
home fries.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Well, it's probably higher than that if you got home fries and pancakes and eggs and sausage or whatever you decide. But it's like we was saying there the other night. Heck, a dozen eggs right now cost you anywhere from $5 to $8.
Exactly. That's what I was. Thank you for saying that, because It's $5.67 for 18 eggs right now. Stupid. I'm fixing to buy me. I've got an area back in the back of my place that's fenced in for when we swim during the day to keep the dogs from jumping on you in the pool. I'm fixing to put a chicken coop in there, and just raise chickens, and then
Yeah.
put a honey. There's this thing called. You need to look it up. You have so much property. Oh my God, you'd make a fortune. It's called
Well,
the Flow Hive. It's for honeybees, and they're not too expensive. They have a fake hive in them. It's called Flow Hive, if I remember correctly. And you stick it in there. The bees come in, they love it, and then you can flow it out. You just got to watch the video. It's really cool. They're about
uh,
$700 or
well,
$800.
that's like me and Edna went to get these car parts yesterday, and I had Miss Blue Moon on the phone. She's like, "What are you guys into?" And I was like, "Getting car parts." But anyway, I was listening to Edna and Miss Blue Moon talk on the phone, and I looked over. We was about maybe 5 miles from the house. Some guy put in a whole bunch of bee boxes, and I said, "I'm gonna have to stop there." But,
You want okay, not a doctor, just giving advice. You want honey grown or made in your area
yeah,
to combat your allergies. That's just me speaking out loud.
Yes, you're right there, Dalton.
yeah.
I'm not a doctor, please.
Yeah.
Well, here in Texas, South Texas, we have that invasive species of cedar trees. Well, they're not really, they're juniper. But if people have cedar fever or cedar allergies, you gotta buy local honey. Honey is amazing, and it lasts forever. Lasts forever if it's kept correctly. Anyway,
Yes.
that's my 2 cents.
Even if the honey gets hard, just put it in some warm water and it'll
Yep,
melt right back into honey.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You
They
don't want
found
hot water.
honey. They have found honey that is 1,000 years old and is still good
Yes.
and not rancid or anything. It's a beautiful thing that the bees do for us, and I want to propagate when I plant my garden and stuff. In fact, Larry, I know you have one, I'm sure. But having bees around last year was a total fiasco. I don't know what happened. But my garden sucked last year, and so you need bees to cross pollinate. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
you're correct. Especially if
And
you plant corn and stuff like that.
I don't do corn because corn's cheap down here. I love my cherry tomatoes and lettuces and all those kind of good things. And
Well, that's like lettuce and cabbage. People don't realize it's like our greenhouse. In the summer, we got to open the doors and the windows because uh, if you're planting green or like lettuce and cabbage and stuff in your greenhouse, if it gets any temperature at all and you start seeing seeds on there, that cabbage and lettuce is not even gonna make anything.
you're
You
right.
know,
Absolutely.
soon as
Absolutely.
you,
Go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
but anyway, the first year we did our greenhouse, I was like, man, I got the doors, the windows open, and I was like, had a whole bunch of stuff going through there, and it was doing so good. And then all at once it started getting real hot, and everything just stopped, and it just came to seeds. And then the onions, they came up so good, and I had onions almost like the green part was getting 4 feet long, 3 foot long, and the onions was getting real big. But as soon as it got warm, that flower came on and it turned to seed. Well, after it does that, your onion's not going to get any bigger.
Well, hopefully you saved the seeds.
Yeah, I got a bunch of seeds, but
Okay.
that's like a lot of people don't realize when you're planting potatoes, and I don't know if you guys ever planted potatoes in like a clothes basket once it got the holes in it. You
Oh,
can
that's a
take
beautiful. Yeah, I've seen that. I haven't done it, but yeah.
you can take like one of these dollar clothes baskets and you take a little bit of straw and you can make a nest and set 3 potatoes and then put topsoil or dirt on it and then make another nest and then put like 3 more potatoes, and just off of those you split the potato. You can split them as long as they got lots of eyes on them. But that closed basket will put off about anywhere from 10 pounds of potatoes or
Mhm.
more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you
Man,
noticed,
huh?
Erwin? Have you noticed, or you, Larry, down here in Texas? Okay, I'm in South Texas. Uh, the and we do a lot. I love sweet onions. I mean, we've got South Texas sweet onions. Oh my God, they're the best in the world. But anyway, the potatoes are absolutely. I'm buying red potatoes and yellow potatoes right now to cook, and because the normal potatoes we get are hard. I mean, super hard. And I think they're picking them early. I don't know what's going on with
Mm-hmm. They're
the
too
regular.
green.
Yeah, they're green as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
That's just my
but
experience.
no, there's a lot of things people don't realize. Sometimes, and that's like cucumbers. You can let them go so long, and you should pick them a good bit. I seen, and it's like ours. We'll get overpopulated with cucumbers just going everywhere, and then we can't keep up with them, and then they just start overripen, and then you just pile them in a pile. And I can take those and let them dry out, and then I gather all the seeds up and I can replant them.
There you go.
That's what I do.
Hey,
You're a good farmer.
Larry, the guy that has the bee,
Yeah.
you ought to talk to him and ask him if he would like to put a couple beehives on your property to help you.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I told. I told Miz. I said I'm gonna, cause they sell everything at Tractor Supply to do it. You can buy the box and the little bee things to put in them, and I could go down. I wanted to talk to him and see what all you need to put one of them in there. And Miz said, "Well, make sure you get a suit." And I said, "Yeah, I'll definitely have the suit." And Edna said, "Well, I ain't getting around them." She said she'd hold the camera, and but it'd be interesting to learn how to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Watching you dance
I would,
around without a suit on would be funny as shit.
well, did you know that last big hurricane that wiped out Florida wiped out like over 50% of the bee population? These guys that go around and use their bees, rent their bees out to the farmers, they go to Florida in the summer or in the winter. They were all down there when that big hurricane just went through and wiped out southern Florida.
Wow.
You guys didn't hear about that?
No, I
No,
saw it. I saw it today.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah,
was
well,
bad.
they're saying because them guys were down there populating the pollinating the Florida crops in the wintertime down there, that they got wiped out, and so they're not going to have the bees to travel around the northern states and stuff this summer to pollinate all the plants. So that's
Yep.
going to affect your. And they said that the vine plants, like your watermelons, your cantaloupes, your all that
Yep.
type of stuff. You
Yep.
gotta pollinate that. You gotta cross pollinate that. That don't do it on its own. Corn and tomatoes and stuff like that pollinates itself. The guy was saying. So what he did, he saw another prepper. The guy goes out and gets a brush, and you got to look up the male plants and the female plants.
Correct.
He takes a paintbrush and dips it on the female plants, and then goes over and brushes it on the male plants to pollinate his own plants.
do you
Very
guys
smart.
know what? Do you guys know what a butternut tree is?
No.
Is that where butter
It-
comes from?
Well, you can make butter out of it, but it's a nut. It looks like a walnut. It does the same thing as a walnut. It gets the green hull and then it'll turn black. But we got a few of them around here, and then like I was hunting this year because I was seeing what the loggers did back in on a piece of property that we farm on, and but anyway, I was like, many times I've been through here, I never knew that tree was there. But then I was telling my buddy that I farm with, and he said, "Haven't you ever seen the one where we do the hay down in the middle of town?" And I was like, "No." But he went over and looked at it one day, and he's like, "Oh, I guess what I found." He said, "I found a honey tree." And I was like,
What?
"What are you talking?" And he said, "Yeah, the tree's producing honey." And here it was, one of them butternut trees, and it was probably about 3 foot big around, and it had nothing but honeybees clear inside of it.
Wow. I've never heard of that. We don't have them down here that I know of.
No, I've never
But
heard either.
Yeah, I've
it's
heard of
called
butternut squash, which I love, but not a butternut tree.
yeah. I'll have to pick some of them up and show you guys.
That'd be cool.
They're shaped more of like a cone, or they're not a cone, like an egg, a real pointy egg on both ends.
Interesting.
And
See-
but they're not perfectly round like a walnut.
Our topography down here is so much different than up where you live. I mean, yeah, we got a longer grow time. In fact, I'm starting to sprout seeds right now, and I've got those. What do they call them? Crap! I can't think of the name. Non-GMO stuff, and I've got 15 varieties. I'm starting to sprout them now, and but we're different down here than you are up there. I come from Indiana, so I know, and
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
ain't
area.
very- Indiana ain't really that far from me. It's like 3 or 4 miles.
Right. Well,
Or I
down
mean,
here, Our
3 or
grow
4
season-
hours.
Our grow season here is till October, and then you start planting your leafy stuff. Because it gets pretty hot down here. In the hundreds. But you want to start early and be consistent out your planning. I had, and I'm a big cherry tomato guy and celebrity
Well,
tomato guy, and I produced, I shit you not, out of 10 plants, I produced only 12 tomatoes. They sprayed something in the air. This is what I believe. And my buddy too, my environmental studies major buddy, he said he had a plane come over his house and it spread, and I didn't see it, but he said it spread some kind of a substance over his plants, and he's really good. And he didn't produce a tenth of what he did last year. I mean, on everything.
I got
And he's got it's crazy what they're doing to us.
have you see online you can get different seeds that actual seeds that was here like 150 200 years ago.
Absolutely.
And I bought some of their seeds. I can't remember the name of them. Of They're like ancestor seeds that came across
Yeah.
with the Mayflower. But anyway, I bought a bunch of them, and I got a cherry tomato. I planted one seed, and I've never reproduced or bought cherry tomatoes. They'll just keep growing and growing. And then they got these green beans that they called copperhead green beans. When you pick one, 3 will grow back each time.
Wow.
But yeah, I'll have to dig them out and show you. They're a different bean, but the my buddy he ordered a bunch of them, and he's like, "Well, you want some of this to put with your seeds?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Give me something different." But we planted like an acre garden in one year. I helped him do it all summer, and the green beans went out of sight. He got like 300 cannon jars, quart jars.
Wow.
And the corn just, he only had a little pack of corn, but and it was along the high river, and it just took over everything.
I can't grow corn. To save my soul, I cannot grow corn. Now, when we had the ranch down in Floresville, south of here, we could, but I don't know why I can't do it here. It just drives me. Corn used to be so cheap, 3 for $1 or 6 for $1 or whatever. Now it's not that way anymore. And I love corn,
But that would be like, okay, some like some of these that I remember, they're called heirloom seeds. That's what they're called.
yes, that's it. That's what I've got. I've got heirloom seeds.
Okay,
Thank
that's
you,
what
Larry.
you call them. I couldn't
Yep, I got
remember,
'em.
and then I was thinking what they was called. But anyway, if you would take like if some of my heirloom seeds that I plant here, and that's like on here where we know each other, if we would share seeds back and forth to them beans and different like tomato seeds and stuff, we might find out they grow better down there.
Yeah, I agree with
where
you.
you got even more sun or rain.
Well, I do them in when I do, anything, I do them in a month rotation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or because, mostly it takes close to 90 days, but then I start seeding out again, and again. We have a long grow season down here. I just don't know what went weird last year. It was like pathetic and very pathetic. I was very disappointed, and so it is what it is. And just to the people on your chat or whatever, guys, I don't care if you live in an apartment. You can grow food, lettuce. You can grow anything on a
You can grow
porch.
you can grow almost anything in a bucket.
Correct. Indoors, grow lights, whatever. You gotta be prepared. Because
Well,
I think it's going to be kind of interesting what we're going to go through. But I mean, do your best to prepare yourself, please. Is all I'm saying.
you know,
And buy silver.
buy silver. But that's like, I want to do a video of it. But even if you got, I know you guys all know what the sewer pipe is, like the 6-inch sewer pipe. If you would you can take a cap and put on each end, or just do one end, and then fill it up with dirt, and then take and do 3 holes on it, and then cut 1 hole on one side, put a cucumber, and then do tomatoes, and then move up a little bit, and then put your tomatoes at the bottom, and then go up, and then do your cucumbers, and then come up behind a little higher, and you can do something else. But all your hanging stuff like your tomatoes, you want down close to the bottom. So, but a lot of it, if you just take a piece of that pipe and put 3 pieces of rope on it and hang it up and have a cap on the bottom, when you pour the water in the top, it'll go down through and it'll still produce a good bit of food.
Correct.
Correct.
Something that I just found out that I didn't know, and I'm sorry, Erwin, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Don. Go ahead.
Something that I found out that's very interesting to me, and even having a master's degree and several different deals, but whatever, that doesn't matter. Putting copper, like copper, if you can grind it, which I can, but putting copper in your soil is a tremendous way to help your plants grow. Just look it up.
I can tell you a way. And I'm gonna echo. But do you guys know what these cattle tubs are?
Say that again, please.
Hold on, let me go out and come back in.
Larry going out?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Okay.
He's echoing a little bit.
Stop bullying me, lady. I'm getting bullied in chat.
By who?
Oh, all the ladies are picking up me
For what?
because I'm not talking.
Oh, okay. I'll shut up and let you talk.
No, that's fine. I don't care. They can pick on me all day. They're leaving each other alone.
Yes, Edna, coffee grounds absolutely work good.
Yes.
Keeps the bugs away too. Miss Blue Moon is a hoot. So is
Yep.
Edna. They're both a hoot.
Oh, they all are. Uh-oh. Larry.
You're back, Larry.
Everybody echoing now?
No. 5x5.
But anyway, you got these cattle cubs.
Don, go back out and come.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see if I echo.
Keep an eye out for Dawn.
I will. Am I echoing now?
No, it was Dawn again.
Yeah, it was Dawn. He needed to refresh.
Yeah, he does good for a while, and then all of a sudden it just hits him.
But anyway, I want to do a video of these cattle tubs. You take this, you know, this PVC pipe with the holes in it,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
the black. You take and cut 3 slices of that, and you put it in the bottom of the cattle tub, and you put dirt over it with a piece of plastic, and you put another piece of pipe where you can fill that water up to the bottom of the black pipe in there, so it holds because tomatoes drink about a gallon of water each plant a day. But if you plant tomatoes in there, you won't find any better way to grow tomatoes. I have to do a video on it.
Yeah, that'd be a good video for you.
I did that one year and it worked really well. I was like, and then I got looking on YouTube and they said, some old man said that was the best way to grow tomatoes.
Dawn needs the link again, Larry.
Yeah, I dropped it.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, good.
It's working now. But no, I know there's a lot of neat ways to make different things to. Oh, I better get in the back room.
Yeah, check back there. You should be back there.
Nope, it's me and you.
Okay.
But yeah, I am.
Okay.
But no, there's a lot of different ways. If we'd share different growing experiences, it'd help us all.
Yeah, I was watching. Oh, geez, I bet you this is a year and a half ago. A young guy was up in Alaska. He's a skier and a snowboarder, and he went to build his own off-grid cabin. And to make his indoor garden, he got a big fish tank and put fish in it. And then he made his out of like storage bins, his garden out of storage bins, and he ran the water from the fish tank through the water in the gardens. He didn't use dirt, it was all hydroponic. And he used the water from the fish tank and ran it through all the garden and everything to put the fertilizer in from the fish.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the one guy that I watch. He's up in Alaska, but his family's very good. There's Don.
Am I here?
Yep, you're here.
Okay, cool. Hydroponics is where it's at.
Yeah. Did you hear what I was saying, Don?
I just got, when you go back in and out, you miss a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I heard you talking about hydroponics and having, goldfish or whatever and the nutrients.
I watched the guy make his. He made a big fish tank, and then he just used the small totes from like Walmart for each one of these vegetables and did a hydroponic thing. And he pumped the water from the fish tank out through that and circulated it through everything. So it was one big circulation system. It was really neat.
Yeah. I've seen many of YouTube videos on that. It's pretty interesting. I mean, we got to go back to where it was before First World War. Feed ourselves, in my opinion.
Exactly. Yes, that's what. Those of you that aren't lazy. I'm too lazy anymore. I hurt too much.
Oh, but
I hurt like
But there's a lot of easier ways of doing it, and that's like, everybody said, well, I wouldn't want cows because, everybody thinks, farming's so up to date now. And yeah, it costs a little bit more to get equipment, but, you don't have to feed square bells anymore. You know, farming's so much easier now. As long as you got a tractor and set a round bell in, you don't spend days and days out there picking up square bells.
No, round bales. We went round bales on our 70 acres of coastal back in the 70s. Too easy.
But, that's like, me and my buddy, he lost his barn with all our equipment in it last year, and we didn't think we would ever come back. But it took us almost a year to even get anything from the insurance company, almost 2 years, and all our equipment burned up in there. And then we had it all fixed up and different things how we wanted it, but it took us a long time. It took us almost 2 years to get a lot of that back. But, a lot of people think everybody feeds round bells. We might do 100 square bells. We don't do that many. We just do that in case we got a sick calf or got a cow having a calf. That's the only time we use that. Most of the time we're feeding round bells.
Why can't I chat on the chat from here? This is weird. I'm pushing it and it won't let me chat. Luckily for Miss Blue Moon, I'm just messing with her.
I was gonna say, if you're up here, you don't get to chat. I don't think.
Oh,
No,
okay,
I don't.
that's cool.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think so neither. I've tried too, Dawn, but I'm tired of pushing buttons.
Me too.
But no, there's a lot of good ideas. I think we can all give each other better.
Well, go ahead.
No, there's different ways that different things. You've seen people doing different things now. Me and Irvin could be like, well, we ain't ever seen them do that. That's what I said. We all got good information. Maybe it does do good growing somewhere down where you're at, and it don't do as well here because it's just too cool.
Well, and the soil alkalinity is different. I mean, certain things, our good Lord gave us a diverse country when we established this country back in the day. And, if we would just do as we did back in the day and provide for each other, barter, okay, and have that diversity of food available from certain areas of the country, I think we would be, again, way back in better shape. We went from a 90% where people owned land, grew their shit, their stuff. Sorry, ladies, I said shit. And shared it, bartered it. Some places are better for potatoes. Some places are better for this and that. Some things grow everywhere. But the diversity is here. We live in a beautiful country. And I think we're going to go back to that. First, we got to help ourselves. And then we got to help all others worldwide. That's my opinion.
And you're exactly right, Don. You're exactly right. Well, you're saying that's why I like you to come up here, and I love to hear you talk because you talk the way me and Larry think, and everybody else that's here. Yes, what you're saying is very, dead on, right in the middle of the target. Go ahead.
But anyway, that's like when I've been raised on a farm my whole life, and when I was 8 and 6 and 7 years old, my mom and dad, they had a potato farm and a strawberry farm, and they raised that stuff all year. I mean, I'm not saying a little yard full. I'm saying 2, 3, 5 acres of nothing but strawberries and tomatoes and potatoes. That's the only thing we raised on there, it seemed like, besides the animals. But, plus we had a regular garden, but like our strawberries, potatoes, different, and tomatoes, we had just, I don't know, like 3 and 4 acres of nothing but that. And you could come there and pick your own or get your own potatoes.
Absolutely. Up in Fredericksburg, Texas. Oh my God. Okay, it was right next. Okay, I had a lease up there. I mean, it was a small lease at that time in Fredericksburg, right? And the temperature, is probably 10 degrees different than it is here, so the strawberries just flourish up there. And it was right next door. And this was 15 years ago. And oh my God, the blueberries, the strawberry, I could see them, grown. And the hunting was amazing. Got plenty of access off of it, an imported deer. But I'd make it a point to bring my grandkids up, if they wanted to spend the night, whatever.
I think that's the funnest when you see family coming and they got a
Yes.
bunch of kids
Yes.
coming to come to pick strawberries, and all at once you see them picking strawberries, and the only thing they see is these box turtles. The kids are just carrying them around. Look what I found, and there's just box turtles. I think that's so funny.
Larry, I love you for sharing real life. Okay.
But
We can listen to people saying, "Oh, fear porn, fear porn, fear porn." Now I'm listening to what is coming, and the simple things that you share are amazing to me, and I thank you for it because you bring me back to the vibration that I'm feeling right now. And I shared that, I don't know, a long time ago. I'm feeling really good.
But
About what is coming. We are one worldwide people that are taking away this nastiness in this world. And that's all I'm going to say for the rest of the night.
But no, what I was saying is, Irvin, he probably did that when he was a kid too. He probably went and picked strawberries, different things in the garden. I know you said you did, but I think there was, some of it, yeah, it was work, but you had fun doing it, and that's like, you don't see anybody doing a goal of just to go out to see if they can get it done before it gets dark, If they got to get wood in, they're like, well, I wonder if they can get that wood in before it gets dark, or, just to see if they can do it.
You know what, Larry? I end up eating most of them. And I don't need wood because it doesn't get that well. It has been cold here, by the way. Had a busted faucet, but most likely it doesn't happen every year. But when I go picking, I'm eating them straight off the vine. Even tomatoes.
You would be like Edna when we go raspberry picking and blackberry picking. Cause see, they grow
Oh
wild
yeah.
through the sides of the field. And me and Edna's went before, and I was like, "You got that bucket full yet?" And she's like, "No, I'm having fun just eating them this way." And then
I love
she'll
that.
bring them home, and then she'll bring them home, and she got about half of them ate, and then she'll put a bunch of them in a bowl and put sugar on them, and then pour milk on them and eat them that way.
That's
Let me butt in for one minute.
reality.
Let me butt in for 1 minute. I want to answer Tina P's question here.
Go ahead.
Is Larry growing a mustache? No,
No.
Tina P. Tina P. He is growing a porn mustache.
Yeah, right.
What?
I don't
Where
think
did
so.
that come from? What?
Well, look
See?
at it. He looks like all the porn stars that have mustaches.
Oh my God!
Well,
You know what? You watch too much porn, I guess. I don't know what that's all about.
Not anymore. When I was younger.
That's funny as shit.
we could call it that.
Oh my God! I'm dying.
I'll have to. You just gave Don a tip now. He'll have to grow him a mustache.
I got
Oh,
a
you-
mustache and a beard. So there you
Well,
go.
I do too, but he's just got to grow a little beard to go with that mustache. But I'm grounded now, so I can't talk no more.
You're
Well,
funny as shit.
you know,
Erwin,
I
you're
grow
funny as
mine
shit.
out. I grow my beard out, and then when it grows out, it's all white. And I just, it just bugs me.
Yeah. Mine's white too, and I don't care.
Yeah, but it's too much white. When I got all this other color hair, I
Yeah.
start looking. Then it all looks like a rainbow.
Well, let me tell you boys something. None of you are close to my age, by the way.
Oh no!
But,
You're not that far off, Don.
oh yeah, I am. But what's
He's
funny?
only 10 years.
I've been here a long time. But what's
He-
funny is when you have those gray hairs are better turning up than turning off. For one, that's my first thing, and number two, the experience behind all that should be good for the ladies. And if
It's
you have
well-
one, she'll appreciate it. And you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to be weird, but yeah, all that works out for the better.
But it's just like I was joking with Travis last night over there. I told him I was gonna buy him one of these hats.
He needs
Yeah.
hair. You know what happened to him? He's not very tall, but he outgrew his hair.
There you go. Why
Uh,
is it?
Being silly. I love Travis. You know, he's a doer.
Yeah.
You got to give him
Yes.
credit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just like Larry.
You know,
Larry's a doer.
he
I
does
do.
travel a lot. That's something that I don't like doing is traveling. I can't stand traveling. I've drove truck a good bit, box truck and stuff, but I got enough riding. I don't want any more riding.
No, you got enough property to take care of.
Yeah.
But I don't do it all myself. I got a friend that helps me. We just partner up and farm, and if we see a piece of property down there down the road or where we can get our equipment to fast, we'll pick it up and do the hay on it, because if no one does it, that farm will end up eventually leaving this area, because we get a lot of people from different areas come in here and they'll buy it up from a big city, and then nothing will even, the property will sit there and go downhill. Then it ain't even worth anything because it's just overgrown, or, it might have a house on it, and then nobody will ever come back to it.
That's going to
You know,
change. Hang on. Hang on to that
yeah,
beautiful thought.
Yeah.
but and that's like I'm saying, well, when people want to move back out in the country and they're like, well, I can do the work with a tractor, but tractors really ain't that cheap. A brand new tractor's over $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can buy something used. Now, the last one that I bought, it was used, and it was like maybe 20 years old, but it only had 30 or 4,500 hours on it. But it was still like brand new. It was used on an apple orchard, but it's 100 horse. It's a big tractor. And but heck, just for something that's 20 and 30 years old, heck, you're still paying $28,000 to $16,000. That's a lot of money to pay for a tractor.
Yes, it is.
It's not cheap farming, and that's like a round beller. Heck, a round beller, heck, a new one,
Yeah,
$80,000 to $90,000.
That's just for the round baler, not the tractor.
Yeah. Well, and that's like when I said the wrapper we got, it was $52,000, and it just burned up, and it took us a hard time to find one that would wrap like that. And the rake and the tedder, heck, you're talking about another two pieces of equipment. It's like $50,000 to $80,000.
Correct.
There's a lot of money in the farming. But after you got everything, it takes you a long time to get it back. But you make a pretty good living afterwards.
Correct.
It takes a lot of work.
Oh, I can't wait.
The
I'm
upfront
fixing
cost,
the pool. Go ahead, Erwin, please.
yeah, the upfront cost is what really hurts them.
And that's like when Trump came and said he was going to help the farmers. Now, I'm glad the farmers got what they got. They deserve it. They spent their whole life on their farms working. A lot of people don't see how hard a farmer works till you're actually on there, and he shows you what the ropes are there. And that's like me and Edna. We don't get a paycheck every month. We get paid once a year or twice a year. Whatever we get on our calves, that's all the money we get all year round.
And you should not pay taxes on it.
No.
But that's
Zero.
what I'm. But that's like when Trump said, well, if your family, I think it was called the death tax, if the family passes that down to the family, I think it should just automatically go to the family, no taxes, nothing. It just goes straight to them.
He said he passed that, and then they're trying to take it back. That's bullshit.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
I just think that's wrong.
Well, I'm not going to say that. No, I'm not even going to say a word. Fuck it.
There goes Echo.
But the IRS is, guys, please. I know there's very few on here, and that's okay. We're talking to the right people, Larry. You're such a sweet man, and you've done so much good stuff.
That's all
Erwin,
this
you're a
mustache, Don.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Sancho.
Chancho.
But we're talking to the right people. It doesn't matter how many people are on. Guys, Realize IRS is dead, gone, buried. Federal Reserve, dead, gone, buried. You're not going to see it on TV yet. The CIA, FBI, all three. I'm probably going to get knocked off here real quick. All three letter agencies are gone, and I don't want to name them. And you know who I'm talking about. It's all going away. All of that crap going away. Please pray. Please have faith and know that God is in control. And that's all I got to say.
Okay. I'm going to go over the cards again to let people know. And then I say we get out of here.
I didn't get up 5:30.
Is that okay?
Hey, it's your show. You kick us out of here anytime Edna wants you to.
Okay. But I seen some people still passing through here. But the giveaways tomorrow, I just wanted to let everybody know the giveaways tomorrow. Or it starts tomorrow, and how to get in the giveaway. You come in tomorrow at 7 o'clock when we start. And you're in here in the chat, so we know you're here to Friday. We're going to do the drawing Friday, and you got a choice to win these cards. You can't miss no days. You can come in and just say hi, and you're still eligible. But you can win Bath and Body, $25, Pizza Hut card for $25, Target card for $25, and a Visa card for $25. And then we're going to draw a name out afterwards. After we draw that card, because you get your choice of any card you want if we draw your name. And then you get to get this USB light. It plugs into your computer. We're going to draw somebody's name to win one of those too. But and if we don't got an address for you, if I don't know somebody in here that knows you, how we can get a hold of you, we'll just wait a couple days, or if somebody don't know who you are. But I'll try to keep asking different people if they know who you are. But we got to have your address. If we don't have your address, or you can just come in the chat and say, give it to Alicia, you know, it'd help her out, or give it to Irvin, or give it to Dawn, you know, give it to TP, but give it to Pops or somebody. But, you know, just do something with it, either community, or give it to your neighbor.
Keep it for yourself.
Or keep it for yourself. You know, maybe you don't make very much money and you like to go out to eat. Take the Pizza Hut, take your kids and your wife out to eat, or take your girlfriend, or that's like the Bath and Body. You know, you might have a girlfriend that you ain't been able to take anywhere. Take her to the Bath and Body shop and get some new towels or get some lotions. You know, the Visa card, you can use it anywhere. You can use it online. You can just use it anywhere. But the Target, you can go there and get stuff. There's going to be a lot of things that we can do, but this, you know, we just got to try to help one another. And if Dawn and Urban's got anything to say, they can say it, because I'm done.
All right. Hey, okay, I'm sorry. Erwin, I left in the closed chat, I guess. I don't know what they call it. My phone number. You can text me anytime. Of course, you know, Larry, you can.
Yeah.
And I left it in the private. It's called private chat, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I left
I
it
see
for
it.
you. Okay, good. So any y'all can call me or text me or whatever you want to do. We can share information. I think Larry's done an absolutely amazing job.
But it's not just me doing this. It's just like I was trying to tell Irvin. This was Ahmad's ideas to do these cards. I couldn't do these cards if it wasn't for Irvin. He participates in this, Miss Blue Moon, Edna. We got a lot of people participating. It ain't just one of us, it's all of us. We got to
Well,
work as a group.
You put it together as you did for our sweet angel, and I see you leading the way. Hey, we may be 10 people, 8 people, 6 people. Many good things come from small things. The seed of a mustard seed can mountains. That's what I believe.
But it's just like we started when we said for Alicia, we got to start somewhere, and it turned out really good for her. That was a real good move that we done, because a lot of people seen that we was really trying to help her.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to name names, but yeah, I've seen it go elsewhere. And you know what? I'm so proud of you.
But it wasn't me. It was you guys participated too. That's why I
No,
said.
it was you making it happen. That's all I'm going to say.
It's a group effort, though. And that's why I said I could have did it all by myself. But, Irvin, he sent her some really nice blankets. He sent different things that I didn't send. It's just like the art supplies. Now, I gave her some art supplies, but boy, Sissy K and different people, they just really showed out. They had a lot of art supplies. Her and T. Lee, they must do a lot of artwork. That's all
I do
got.
too, but you told me not to send it because it would cost too much.
Yeah, but you did the right thing. You got to see her get all that new like pajama outfits and clothes and sweatpants.
I didn't care what you got. I wanted her to get what she wanted.
And that's the whole key of it. It was hers. She got what she wanted.
It was a beautiful. That was my best Christmas ever. Seeing that.
But I say we get out of here, Irvin and Don. Catch you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
May I say one last thing?
Yeah.
Show up, show out, and believe in God. If I can't
we'll
pray
definitely do that.
Can I give Can I say one thing first, Larry?
Yeah.
This is a community message for everybody. Don't rob a bank with Miss Blue Moon because she will throw you under the bus. Look in the chat. Good night. God bless. And we will see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Love you all.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You guys too. Yeah, she throws me under the bus a lot.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry I'm laughing.